Welcome to Sean Vincent Gillis, the Baton Rouge Nightmare. Sean Vincent Gillis, known as the Louisiana Serial Killer or the Baton Rouge Serial Killer, was a notorious American serial killer who terrorized Baton Rouge, Louisiana during the 1990s and early 2000s. One of the gruesome crimes attributed to him was the murder of 22-year-old Donna Johnston. Donna Johnston was a young woman with her whole life ahead of her. She lived in Baton Rouge, a city known for its vibrant culture and lively atmosphere. Donna was known for her warm personality and a bright smile that could light up a room. She was a college student with dreams of a promising future. On a fateful evening in 1997, Donna left her home to meet some friends for a night out. Unbeknownst to her, Sean Vincent Gillis had been stalking the streets of Baton Rouge, searching for potential victims. Gillis was a predator who targeted women, particularly those who were alone and vulnerable. As Donna walked to her car in a dimly lit parking lot, Gillis seized his opportunity. He approached her under the cover of darkness, his intentions hidden behind a facade of normalcy. Pretending to be a concerned passerby, he struck up a casual conversation with her, putting her at ease. However, Gillis's true intentions were far from benign. Suddenly, he produced a weapon, a knife, and overpowered Donna before she could react. With terror in her eyes, she realized the gravity of her situation. Gillis forced her into his vehicle and drove her to a remote location far from the prying eyes of witnesses. Over the course of several hours, Donna endured unimaginable horrors at the hands of Sean Vincent Gillis. He subjected her to physical and psychological torment, all while reveling in her suffering. Donna's desperate pleas for mercy fell on deaf ears as Gillis continued his sadistic acts. Finally, after a night of brutality, Gillis ended Donna's life, leaving her lifeless body in a secluded area. He then returned to the shadows, leaving behind a trail of fear and despair in his wake. Donna's disappearance left her family and friends in agony. A frantic search was launched, with law enforcement working tirelessly to find her. However, as with many of Gillis's victims, the trail went cold, and her whereabouts remained a mystery. It would take several years before the authorities would connect Sean Vincent Gillis to Donna Johnston's murder and a string of other gruesome crimes. In 2004, he was apprehended and subsequently confessed to the brutal murders of multiple women, including Donna. His chilling confessions revealed the extent of his depravity. Gillis grew up in Baton Rouge, a city where he would later commit his heinous crimes. His childhood appeared unremarkable, but there were early signs of his troubled psyche. He reportedly had a fascination with violence, cruelty to animals, and disturbing sexual fantasies, all of which would foreshadow his future as a serial killer. Gillis's criminal record began in the 1980s with charges related to minor offenses. These initial brushes with the law were an early indicator of his propensity for criminal behavior. Gillis's reign of terror began in the early 1990s, primarily targeting women in the Baton Rouge area. His victims were often young and vulnerable, making them easy prey for his sadistic tendencies. Gillis would approach them under the pretense of offering help or asking for directions before subduing and murdering them. His modus operandi included brutal acts of violence, sexual assault, and mutilation. He left a trail of mutilated bodies in his wake, instilling fear and panic in the community. Gillis was known for meticulously cleaning crime scenes, leaving minimal evidence behind. This careful approach allowed him to evade law enforcement for years, contributing to the difficulty in apprehending him. Baton Rouge authorities launched an intensive search for the serial killer, utilizing investigative techniques and forensic analysis to catch him. However, Gillis remained elusive, and the investigation extended over an extended period. In 2004, Gillis was finally apprehended, and the evidence against him became overwhelming. He eventually confessed to the brutal murders of multiple women, providing chilling details about his crimes. These confessions led to his convictions and closed the cases of several victims. Sean Vincent Gillis faced a series of trials for his crimes. In 2008, he was convicted of the murders of Donna Johnston and other women and was sentenced to life in prison. He will never be eligible for parole. Sean Vincent Gillis, the Louisiana serial killer or the Baton Rouge serial killer, had several chilling and noteworthy facts associated with his life and crimes. Gillis was a Baton Rouge native, which made his reign of terror even more terrifying for the community. as the serial killer was operating within their midst. Gillis evaded capture for over a decade, committing a series of gruesome murders between the early 1990s and his eventual arrest in 2004. His ability to remain at large for such an extended period added to the fear and frustration within the community. Gillis's victims appeared to be randomly chosen, making it difficult for law enforcement to establish a clear pattern and connect the cases. This randomness contributed to the prolonged investigation. Gillis was known for his methodical approach to crime scenes. He would meticulously clean them, leaving little forensic evidence behind, which further complicated the investigation. One of Gillis's intended victims managed to escape. She provided crucial information to investigators, aiding in the eventual identification and capture of the serial killer. After his arrest, Gillis confessed to the murders of multiple women. His confessions were detailed and graphic, revealing the full extent of his sadistic acts. Gillis was sentenced to life in prison for his crimes, ensuring that he would never be released and that the community would be safe from his brutality. Gillis's case has been the subject of psychological study to better understand the motives and behaviors of serial killers. His disturbing actions shed light on the darker aspects of human psychology. Gillis's crimes received significant media attention both nationally and internationally, further intensifying the fear and fascination surrounding his case. The Baton Rouge community was deeply affected by Gillis's crimes, which left a lasting scar on the city's collective consciousness. His capture and conviction brought some closure to the victims' families and the community at large. Sean Vincent Gillis's life and crimes continue to serve as a chilling reminder of the capacity for evil that can exist within individuals. His case is a testament to the dedication of law enforcement in pursuing justice and the importance of public awareness in apprehending serial killers. Thank you for venturing into the chilling world of Sean Vincent Gillis with us.